Hello friends! Today I am making blackberry and lemon cream cupcakes. Light, sweet, and tart, these feature lovely spring flavors and a luxurious, soft, creamy texture. The elements include a soft lemon cupcake, fresh lemon curd filling, and a delicately stabilized blackberry whipped cream. Let's start with our lemon cupcakes. I am using a lemon box cake mix and adding 120 grams or 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 200 grams or 1 cup of granulated sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. Whisk all those dry ingredients to combine and set them aside. Into another bowl, combine the following ingredients all at room temperature. 3 large eggs, 1 1/3 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 250 grams or 1 cup of sour cream. Stir the wet ingredients to combine, and I found that using a whisk was easier than using a rubber scraper, partly because my bowl was too small. Once that mixture is homogeneous, add the wets to the dries and fold to combine. Prepare a muffin tin with cupcake liners, and then divide your batter in each cup. I'm using a number 20 scoop here, which is about 3 tablespoons, and it fills each cupcake liner about 2/3 of the way full. Bake your cupcakes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 18 minutes until a toothpick inserted into the middle comes out clean or with a few moist crumbs. For the lemon curd filling, I am using the following recipe from Preppy Kitchen. Into a small pot, add 200 grams or 1 cup of granulated sugar, then zest 2 lemons directly into the sugar. You should get about 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. Try to only get the shiny yellow outer skin of the lemon. The white pith underneath will make your curd taste bitter. Use your hands to rub the lemon zest into the sugar until it looks like wet sand. This helps to incorporate the aromatic oils into your sugar. Now strain 6 large egg yolks into your pot. Straining may seem a little extra, but it really helps you to have a smooth curd later. It removes these white stringy cords that can be in your eggs. Beat your mixture with a whisk until it becomes lighter in color. Then gradually stir in 1/2 cup minus 1 tablespoon of your fresh lemon juice. I like to make a cornstarch slurry to help ensure my curd is thicker, so I use 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and 2 teaspoons of water. Mix that together into a slurry, then stir it into my curd. Heat on low, stirring constantly with a whisk until the mixture thickens, just starts to bubble, and coats the back of a wooden spoon. Remove your curd from the heat, then add 113 grams or 1/2 cup of cold, unsalted butter that has been cubed. Mix until the butter is melted. This last step is optional, but if you want a super smooth lemon curd, you can strain it again to remove any bits of zest. Transfer your curd to a bowl and cover with plastic wrap, making sure to press the plastic to the surface of the curd to avoid a skin forming on the top, and allow your curd to cool in the refrigerator. Moving right along to our blackberry cream topping, cook down 226 grams of blackberries with 100 grams of sugar. I used frozen berries here, but you can use fresh. I let them cook for a while, then I used a potato masher to help break up the blackberries so that they would cook more evenly. Let your berries come to a boil, then remove them from the heat. You can put the berry mixture through a fine mesh sieve to remove the seeds. Once that is done, allow your berry mixture to cool completely in the refrigerator. When you're ready to make your cream, place 3 tablespoons of water into a heat-proof bowl, and then sprinkle 1 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin powder over the water. Allow the gelatin to bloom for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then you can microwave the mixture for about 10 seconds until it is just dissolved. Keep a close eye on it because you do not want this mixture to boil. Set the warm gelatin aside, then into the bowl of a stand mixer add 1 1/2 cups or 360 ml of cold heavy whipping cream. 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Whip the cream until you reach the soft peak stage, adding the gelatin mixture while it is whipping up. Add your chilled berry coulis and whisk again until it is completely combined and your cream is at mid-peak stage again. Your cream will be soft, and at this point I was panicking, worried that my cupcakes might turn to soup, but I carried on anyway. Transfer your cream to a piping bag fitted with a large star tip. I'm using a 1C tip here. And as always, I recommend a bag clip on the back end of your piping bag. Now it's time to assemble. Here we have our lovely cooled lemon cupcakes, and if you are going to drop them, try to do it before they are decorated. It's much easier to recover. I got this little contraption off of Amazon to hollow out my cupcakes. It seemed like a good idea in theory, but it did not work as well as I had hoped. Plus, it's really difficult to clean, so if you're in the market for something to hollow out cupcakes, this is not the one I would recommend. Fill the hollow of your lemon cupcakes with the silky lemon curd, then pipe a lovely swirl of your Blackberry Whipped Cream on top. And finish with a fresh blackberry and a little wedge of fresh lemon. Alright, truth time. I made these for a family party, and as I piped this cream on, I was very worried that it would melt everywhere because it's not as firm as standard buttercream. Amazingly, it didn't, but I did chill the finished cupcakes in the refrigerator for a couple of hours beforehand, which helped the cream to firm up, and the gelatin did the rest of the work. I will say, if you are going to be in extreme warm temperatures, I would go for a different frosting just to be safe. But I wanted something really light and less sweet than buttercream frosting for these. I was really pleased with how these cupcakes turned out. They were fruity, mild, and airy with a hint of sweetness and a zing of citrus, perfect for a spring or summer event. Interestingly, the fresh lemon wedges kind of distorted the color of the cream over time. You can see it beginning to happen here in my cross-section. The flavor was fine, and honestly, I am not sure why they turned pink. Probably something to do with the acidity. If anyone knows, drop a comment and impart your wisdom. If you enjoyed what you saw here, hit that like button, and if you would like to see more baking content, be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and stay sweet.